I'm Josh Glazer.
And today we're going to be talking about the Cleveland Browns. So, man, seems like a lot of turmoil going on, kind of with the Odell. You know, what I mean, kind of just the team in general underperformed, and then we had that major fiasco with Miles Garrett. But this is a new year, and they have another opportunity to, I guess, improve, man. And so yeah, I see that they have a lot of needs. But I mean, what are you thinking so far? Like, what do you think is glaring out at you off top?
I see three positions, and it's pretty clear for me what they need.
Mm-hmm.
One on offense, two on defense. But that one on offense is really damn important because it's the one that allows Baker Mayfield to do his thing, and that's the key to this. Is you got to max out Baker Mayfield while he's still on his
Rookie deal.
rookie deal. Oh yeah. So they've got 4 picks in the top 100. They got 10, 41, 74, 97. They were 6 and 10, as you said. They were second in offense, third in defense. So they've got an interesting situation on the offensive line. I think they definitely need a left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so some of those guys that they could get at 10 would be kind of the guys you hear: Becton, a Willis, a Wirfs, and a Thomas. All starting level elite caliber prospects. But the interesting thing that they can do that can cause an overall shift in their ability to just kind of play better is to say they get that left tackle starter. They're then able to move a guy like Chris Hubbard, who's the smallest tackle in the NFL in terms of measurables, and he's probably much more fit in terms of a starter to be a guard. So he could maybe move over to right guard and compete with Wyatt Teller over there, who they traded for.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would overall strengthen the depth, and he can kind of also become a swing if he's not the starter. So it just kind of adds another layer that they didn't have last year. They've got some really good pieces in Treader at center and Joel Bitonio at left guard. So I think they're set up pretty well as long as they can figure out that left tackle position with a strong pick there.
Yeah.
It'll allow Baker to not have to look around his feel ghosts all the time coming to hit him, and just kind of just ease into the game and kind of get more of what he did as a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with their new coach, they'll bring in a system that really runs the hell out of the ball and kind of sets up the amazing options they have at the skill position to really take over and do what they're supposed to at this point. You saw flashes of it last year, like that game they had against the Ravens where they went berserk.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't that consistent approach, and I think that's something that needs to happen. This is kind of put up or shut up time, or else they're gonna probably start blowing it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Guys
So,
there for more money.
so what about on defense? Like, what kind of where do you see them improving on defense?
Yeah, I think they definitely need a starter at safety
Mm-hmm.
back there. Some of those guys that I would target, that would be more at 41. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's where you can probably get the best value. You get a guy like Antoine Winfield Jr., who I love. He's shorter, but hell, I mean, he can do it all. He's explosive, good hands, hits just like his dad. Just a hell of a player. Or maybe a guy like Grant Delpit drops in their lap, and that would be pretty amazing. If they went a little later in the draft, they go Ashton Davis, who's a center fielder from Cal, who's can kind of just great athleticism, would be kind of raw but have a good, strong impact. Or a guy like Kyle Duggar from, I believe, Lenore Rhymes, who's more raw but a bigger, physical, tackle well, kind of do everything. He's a overall kind of a Swiss Army knife. That's kind of one position. Another position is they lack speed in their linebacking crew after losing Joe Schobert, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
So they have Mac Wilson, who from Alabama, who really improved as a pass coverage linebacker, but he's not elite at it by any stretch of the imagination. So two guys that you could target later would be a Troy Dye. He kind of runs into the issue of he's a little more plays like a safety, even though he's the size of a linebacker. I don't like throwing around the phrase soft, but he could be more physical. Guy Davian Taylor is another interesting player at that point. he's a former track star who switched over to football, and now he's learning the linebacker position. So he's maybe a year away, but I'm sure he could help you in certain packages this year. That's kind of where I have them. It's not super sexy. The positions aren't super sexy at left tackle, safety, and linebacker. But I think if you address those with the right kind of upward trajectory player, that it can really have a big difference this year. What do you have? You have any comments, or what do you have record wise for them?
Yeah, man. I think that I'm gonna say 10 wins. You know, what I mean, I think that they can pull it together. I mean, they have so much talent that they kind of have to. You know, what I mean, so I'm gonna say that they make the playoffs this year, 10 and
Yeah,
6.
I have 9-7. I just think 3 game improvement in the first year of this head coach would be good. Maybe they slide into that seventh spot, that new seventh spot, um, in the playoffs, the extra wild card. But they do have the. You're right. They do have the potential if they're really able to start clicking on offense that they could get to 10-6, even 11-5. But I'm kind of being. I don't. I'll believe it when I see it with Baker a little more. I liked him at first, but I don't know. I want to see if the system really accentuates what he does well, which is getting back deep in your drop, kind of surveying the field and dispersing the ball off of play action.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Another place I kind of see them possibly. I mean, I know like with the picks that they have and the need that they have on offense, which tackle. Like I could see them kind of like. I mean, I love Javon Kinlaw. It would be cool to see like maybe they get him at 10 and just seeing how they can move him around with him and Garrett. You know what I mean? Adding like a true, and letting Sheldon Richardson kind of just playing like be a rotation player. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. I see that they're gonna go offensive line because I mean, like you said, you have a young quarterback. You spent the number one overall pick on him. You have to do what you have to do to make sure that he's playing as best as he can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't sleep on your boy Larry
Oh
Ogunjobi.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I know, I
He's
know.
kind of that same position. I
Yeah,
know you
yeah,
can start to smile because you love that dude, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's a nasty
You
man.
can have, hey man, as many motherfuckers as you can have on the, you know what I mean, on the inside, like we always
Yeah,
talk about.
you're right.
You know
We'll
what I
keep
mean?
him rotating, pressure, pressure, pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll
yeah.
be interesting. They're switching over to a different style of defense, more
Mm-hmm.
zone. So it'll. I think it's more cover two, but I have to look that up again.
Yeah,
It'll be a good experience, I think, for Browns fans as long as they get get that offensive line thing figured out because that really was the thing that held back this whole team. It was kind of a pain in the ass.
yeah. And they have so much talent, man. I mean, they have so much talent. That
I
if they,
really don't blame Jarvis or Odell or anyone for complaining because, like, you get there and you got these dudes that are getting open consistently, and just Baker's on his ass, so he's not able to get it to him.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. So Cleveland Browns, we're looking to see at least a little bit of an improvement, man. You have anything else you got to say?
Oh man, max out Baker. It's Baker
Yeah,
town.
it's Baker time, man. Oh wow, it feels weird saying that being from Texas. Anyway, uh,
He
yeah. So
started it. He started at Texas. He started Texas Tech, right?
yeah, Texas Tech. Yeah, there's like a thing in Austin, man. People in Austin like hate him because of I guess like how bad he talked about Sam Ellinger and all that shit.
Well,
It's,
he's not very good anyway. So
yeah, yeah. We'll talk about that next year, or maybe in a few months if there's a season. Hopefully. Yeah. So I'm Leo Reyes Rayon.
I'm Josh Glazer.
All right, y'all. Like, sub, and share. We got some more stuff coming. We got the NFC North coming up next, and then we're done with the draft stuff. So appreciate all the support and peace, y'all.
Y'all take care.